Let's read the article and then we'll comment on it. I don't know if I'm going to read the
Right.
whole thing, but we'll see. Disney is about to have its fourth board chair in just over 3 years as the company continues to navigate ongoing tumult in the media industry. Chairman Mark Parker will step down at the end of the year, the company announced Monday. Morgan Stanley CEO James Gorman will replace Parker starting in 2025. I want to say first, the tumult is caused by them. You know?
Mm,
I am honored and humbled to have the opportunity to serve as Disney's chairman at this important moment in the company's history, Gorman said in a statement. Parker, a board member for 9 years, just stepped into the chairmanship role last year, replacing Susan Arnold, who held the role for just over a year until her term expired. Arnold had served on Disney's board for a decade and a half. This is starting to feel like musical chairs at this point, but I don't know.
yeah.
Among the decisions, Gorman will be tasked with replacing Bob Iger as CEO. The company also announced that a replacement for Iger will be named in early 2026. Iger returned as CEO last year after a brief hiatus. Gorman said Monday that choosing a new CEO is critical, and the announcement of the timing reflects progress in Disney's decision to replace Iger. Can you find a CEO that Kathleen Kennedy doesn't have dirt on so we can get rid of her? I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Parker, when he was announced, said replacing Iger would be among his top priorities. Instead, Parker and the board quickly renewed Iger's contract through 2026. Although Iger said he would not stay longer than 2 years in his latest stint in the company, the extension meant that he would serve as CEO in his second go-around in the last 4 years. There's nothing going to be left by the time he's out of there. Gorman currently serves as the chair of Disney's Succession Planning Committee, which is responsible for the CEO search, but that has proven difficult as Disney navigates choppy waters. The movie industry is slipping as people increasingly stream shows and films online. Yeah, whose fault is that? You were the guys that went all in on streaming.
Yeah.
But Disney's streaming business is only just recently became profitable, and linear television is continuing to decline, and the future of ESPN, ABC, and other stations have weighed heavily on Iger at Disney as a result. The board and succession planning committee had heard from investors that providing more specificity to the succession process was important to them. According to a person familiar with the matter, the committee, after evaluating where they were in the process, determined that an early 2026 announcement date would provide enough time to find Iger's successor. Disney Entertainment co-chairs Dana Walden and Alan Bergman, ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro, and Disney Experiences chairman Josh D'Amaro are all said to be in the running for the CEO position, although Disney said that the committee and board continue to review internal candidates and external candidates. Meanwhile, Disney, in its latest earnings report, announced somewhat lackluster spending from visitors to its U.S. parks, which the company chalked up to jitters about the economy. The company's
Yeah.
the economy's doing just fine. That's what the news cycle keeps telling me. It's doing better than people think, I don't know. The company said Gorman will provide a valuable leader to help navigate Disney through it all. James Gorman is an esteemed leader who has become an invaluable voice on the Disney board since joining earlier this year, and I am extremely pleased that he has agreed to assume the role as chairman upon my departure, said Parker's statement. Drawing on his vast experience, James is expertly guiding the extensive process forward for a new CEO, which remains a top priority for the board. And as far as replacing Iger, announcing his seemingly always imminent departure from Disney, Iger has become the CEO, cried Wolf. Iger, in his first stint as Disney CEO, renewed his contract multiple times, bucking promises to step down until he finally did a month before the pandemic swept the globe, shutting down the world's businesses, including Disney. You remember that?
Yep.
We were around when it happened. So as Iger's work fixing Disney isn't done quite yet, CNN's had us contributed to this report. But
Well,
Iger said
fixing,
he's done.
I'm going to say in quotes, because I'm not so sure fixing is actually the right word here.
They're not in as bad shape as Lionsgate, movie-wise, at least. They had some.
Well, they're not as in as bad shape because we're talking degrees here, right? This is one of those examples of a company that's got so much money, so much capital, they can coast, but they can only coast for so long. They're still in the death spiral, and I'm not sure this makes them look any more attractive to investors.
Yeah. I don't know, though. Troy, that speech is probably going to end up on Disney's tombstone. Well, I don't know, maybe. Disney will not end well. I have no idea how Disney is going to end. It doesn't look good, but I keep predicting the end, and the end doesn't come. But as you said, Rome didn't die in a day, right?
Right.
It wasn't built in a day, and it didn't die in a day. It didn't fall in a day. Disney forced the cable companies to raise prices after renew their contract, even though there's not much Disney cable content after shutting down Toon Disney and Jet X channel. Okay, Disney X channel, and Disney is being preserved like Lennon's body. Oh, that's funny.
Nah.
Bob Iger can't fix Disney because he's the one. I'm sorry. All right, so all right, so is this a positive thing, or is this just meet the old boss, same as the new boss sort of thing? What do you think?
I've seen. Okay, first I need to point out that I don't have any great major behind the scenes type insight here. The best I could do is look to other channels that have greater insight than I do to read the tea leaves, and all I can say is at this point, I don't think anybody's got a great handle on it. This could just be moving the cookies around the plate and trying to suggest that there's more there than there is. But whatever it is, I don't think this is this could just be posturing. This could just be we know we're in trouble, so we got to do something. But what it is, I do not